Time to get fresh with Mike, and this morning we're featuring pears, a fruit that I didn't think you could do anything except to eat it right off the tree. But apparently there are recipes that you can do something else with them.
Oh yeah, very versatile fruit. Think of it just like an apple. Any recipe that you have with an apple can be substituted for a pear. There's over 3,000 varieties of them, 10 of which are pretty popular, but get this, about 84% of the pears that are produced in the United States are right here in Oregon and Washington. And we have here the red Bartlett pear, which obviously the skin. Then we have the Anjou pear, which is a little yellower green. Then we have the regular Bartlett pear here, and then the Bosc pear, Boss pear. And this pear is actually the one that's native to Washington State. Yeah. Now, I have a recipe for you that is quite versatile, and it's quite timely coming up. It's actually cranberry sauce using pears, and believe it or not, cranberry is also seasonal this time of year. So all you need is some water, sugar, cranberries, an orange, an apple, and a pear. Now you can substitute that additional apple for another pear if you'd like to get that flavor really going throughout the recipe. You can add in as well some dried fruit, but I don't know, I'm more so a fan of the fresher fruit. Throw in some pecans or walnuts, a little bit of salt to help break things down, and then of course a little cinnamon on top to bring it all together. You simmer it in a pan for just a few minutes or so to really bring all the flavors together, and it's just a wonderful, delicious recipe. Now you can eat that with a savory meal, or you could put that on top of a bowl of vanilla ice cream. Just delicious, and you can use them in variety of different ways.
And just anything like apples, so you can make a...
Anything that calls for apples, you can substitute for a pear. Some are better for cooking. Green pears are way better for cooking, more suitable because the skin is thicker, they won't break down, whereas the Bartlett pears will break down because their skin is so soft. Believe it or not, the first people to actually eat the pear were the Romans. They refused to eat them raw like a lot of us do today. They stewed them with honey. That was the only way that they would eat them, and it helped fight nausea. So, interesting fact about that.
I think that could induce it.
Now, we have our recipe from our viewer that sent in her recipe for pears, and this comes from Liz McCracken of Walla Walla, and this is her pear and pepper relish. So she combines rice vinegar, some brown sugar, a bell pepper, an onion, a jalapeno. That's kind of threw me off just
now
a
we're
little
talking.
bit. Yeah, this is the savory side of things. A little black pepper, crushed red pepper, so you get a little heat in there, as well as 3 cups of peeled and chopped pears. Now, she said that the best part about this recipe is that it's so simple to put together. So you combine all the recipes, bring to a boil for 10 minutes, and then simmer for 45. You could jar it up, just eat it plain. You could put it on toast. You could eat it with anything that's a preserve, a compote, whatever you'd like to think about it. She said, though, a lot of the folks she makes it for, that she gives it out as gifts during the holidays, just eat it straight up right out of the jar.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a pear salsa.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, they're incredible. There's so much that you can do, Kevin. I mean, again, it's a relative of the apple family, so you can do anything that you could do with a pear or with an apple with a pear. And just before we head out of into break, a good way to check if pears are done, it's called check the neck. If you push down on the top of the stem here and it gives way to a little pressure, then they're good to eat.
Is that it?
That's it. You can also put them in your fridge to extend their life, which extends the ripening process for about 2 to 3 days. And if you put them next to bananas, they ripen faster. Isn't that wild?
How do you know this? Are you sure?
And
I mean,
apples
this is documented.
as well.
This isn't some...
This is documented, just like the Romans eating pears.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, the Romans didn't, fare so well, but anyway.